A woman arrived at the orphanage, ready to adopt a child. But just then, she unexpectedly heard a little boy's inner voice. And what she listened left her stunned. The child she was about to adopt was actually her husband's illegitimate son. And if she brought him home, she would eventually be betrayed and killed by her husband and his family. Suddenly, everything clicked. No wonder her husband and mother-in-law had been so insistent before she left. They repeatedly telling her she had to adopt that particular boy. Now she realized they were trying to use her to cover up a dirty secret. Without hesitation, the woman gave up on adopting her husband's son, and instead chose the little boy standing in front of her. But before she could proceed, the teacher stepped in and tried to stop her. She warned that the boy had a difficult temperament, and had just been caught bullying the husband's son. The little boy quickly defended himself, saying it was the other kid who hit first. And through his thoughts, the woman discovered another truth. The teacher had already been bribed by her husband. Without skipping a beat, the woman demanded to see the classroom's security footage. The teacher, realizing her lie was about to be exposed, began to panic. In the end, she had no choice but to make the illegitimate son apologize. Helpless, she watched as the woman left with the boy. To avoid raising suspicion, the woman didn't take the child home right away. Instead, she brought him to her private research lab. As a renowned scientist in her field, she had spent years supporting her husband's career. Yet he'd been cheating on her the entire time and had even fathered a child in secret. When her colleague learned what had happened, he immediately offered to help her teach her husband a painful lesson. Just then, the husband called. He demanded to know why she hadn't brought the child home as planned. The woman calmly told him she had things to do and she'd handle the adoption another day. But her husband flew into a rage and abruptly hung up on her. Determined to settle things once and for all, the woman get ready headed home. But at the door, she accidentally bumped into a man. As he looked at her, something about her felt strangely familiar. Worried that the boy might be hungry, the woman quickly excused herself and left. Later, while they were eating at a nearby restaurant, she stepped away for just a moment to use the restroom. And during that brief time, the boy ran into the same man again. What the woman didn't know was that the boy had been calling this man Dad in his heart. To the man's shock, he could actually hear the child's thoughts. Confused, he asked the boy what he had just called him. The boy insisted he hadn't said anything out loud, but silently added that the man seemed kind of clueless when he was younger. Now the man was certain. He could hear the boy's inner voice. But why would this kid be calling him Dad? Could it be because of what happened 6 years ago? Back then, he had woken up alone, unsure of what had happened. But now he wondered, was this boy the child of that mysterious woman from 6 years ago? He asked the boy how old he was. But before the boy could answer, the woman returned from the restroom and spotted them.